There's a meta right now which is going under everybody's noses and they feel like they've missed out. But in this video, I'm going to show you that you haven't seen nothing yet. And these projects, especially these memes, are going to go a lot higher. This is something which I've spent the last few weeks deep diving, and I really do feel like this is a completely new meta and it's something which is going to take the AI to the next level. If you're new to this channel, we've made a lot of money trading meme coins. You can see this is my wallet. This is the exact same coin. It says 41,000. I made 60K in 7 days from meme coins. Here's how you can. $1.2 million. We've had a lot more success recently as well, even starting a group called The Trenches, which you can find the link for this inside of the description, with people making wins literally every single day. Now, when it comes to this specific meta, I think that AI is going to be a big thing, and not just in terms of your casual AI agents that just tweet, but actually making these things real. We're at the stage now where these projects have a lot of money, so they can actually build things that are quite real. So I'm going to start this off by explaining Griffin. Now, Griffin is one of the main projects of this particular meta, and the reason why it is one of the best is simply because it is a full-blown dashboard that allows you to build and manage your own agents. We've been working on top of Griffin for a while, and we're actually looking at integrating Griffin for a project which I'll tell you about later. But this is straight up AI infrastructure. So it's not the same way that you value something as a meme coin. Even though, yes, we do have meme coins like Dogecoin, SHIB, WIF, Pepe, or even Bonk in the billions, right? But these AI infrastructures are the ones which you can start to see at like 10 or 20 billion, right? Sounds crazy, but if you have a look at virtuals right now, virtuals is at 2.7 billion. And if you have a look at it, it's basically AI infrastructure on top of base chain. So with that being said, and it does exactly the same thing, allows you to create your own AI agents. This is at 2.7 billion. Nobody was talking about it unless you was actually watching my live streams, which we was talking about virtuals weeks ago. In fact, I think it was over a month ago, buying virtuals. I even brought things like Cortex, like Neo Cortex and stuff like that, because we seen one guy invest I think he invested over $5 million fresh into virtuals. His bags must be absolutely ridiculous right now, but it gives you an example of just how parabolic these projects can go. So you might be looking at Griffin right now and you might be thinking, oh well I'm late, or what's the smaller meme coin, or how can I find 100k market cap? You're missing the trick, because this could go another 10x from here on a big bag and something that you could actually sleep on. Whereas we all know, if you're trading right now, especially with leverage, or if you're doing like lower market cap meme coins, you can't even sleep on your bag. These are things which you day trade. It's a fine strategy. I still trade in the trenches and stuff like that as well. But when it comes to the big plays, the ones that are going to make you 20, 30, hundreds, maybe even millions of dollars, these are the plays that you have to find, these AI infrastructure plays. So comparing Griffin right now to virtuals, it's extremely undervalued, and in my opinion it is better. If you look at virtuals right now, basically all they do is they allow you to stream a virtual character 24/7 on social media. I think the best one right now is Luna, and Luna has got millions of views on TikTok. But if you have a look at Griffin, what Griffin actually allows you to do, if it allows me to log in, yes it does, it allows you to actually create special agents which can trade meme coins with you on snipers, or it can even flip meme coins. In fact, you can even book a holiday. You can do like blink and any actions, and also you can even find the most collectible whiskey. And this is the beta. This is the earliest access. So imagine what this is going to be like in 6 to 12 months time. We all seen how ChatGPT developed so fast. AIs, they move fast and they develop so quick. So this is going to be a whole entire like ecosystem where you can create your own apps. So it's going to be a business model, which we're going to get into later on. But you can also use these. For instance, you could say, and this is exactly what Pepe coin was supposed to be with Kek. This is exactly what Kekbot was supposed to be, and we're going to be managing Kekbot in the billions, right? And that was just one feature of what this has done on all the features. right? I could go into Agent Sniper and I could say, flip meme coins for me, snipe meme coins for me, and I need you to make me a millionaire, whatever. And it would do its best to do that. Obviously, your goal is to make these prompts the best, right? You can see I can fund it with 0.1 sol. Okay, I can put a maximum of 1 sol in the reserves. I could say only snap things that you think are going to go to 1 million market cap. And I can optimize these prompts, right? And the better I get at these prompts, the better it will flip for me, right? This is fucking mind-blowing, right? This is something which, if you was watching my channel, you see me start building this, right? So when I start talking about Trenches AI, you'll see I was building this type of thing for a long time. These guys have just made it a little bit better. So you can see no snipe. It doesn't show anything about AI because that's the meta right now. This token, Doge Dash. Nah, I'm not interested. No snipe, right? And it will keep going and going and going until it finds things that it thinks can go to $1 million market cap. And if I want to stop it, I can stop it and let it go through. But that's just one of the many examples. There's even things like booking a holiday. So I can literally type it in here. It will book me a holiday, pay in my Solana inside of my wallet, and there you go. I've got a holiday. Virtual assistants, gone, right? There's other AI websites where it's like using your screen and doing all that stuff, gone. All of this in one app, and it's the beta. It's not even got started yet. Do you know how crazy that this is going to be, right? Then, when we start looking at this, we have to look at the infrastructure around it, okay, and the other people that are building similar products. So if you go back to my watch list, again, you'll actually find the link for this watch list inside of the trenches. You'll see other tokens. Another one, a great example, is actually Arc. Now, Arc is looking exactly how Griffin was looking yesterday. So if you look at yesterday's price of Griffin, you see it had a huge, quote unquote huge, 50% dump after going up about 20x over here, and then pumped 50% in one candle. You can see it's going to look very, very similar for Arc. Arc, huge pump, 50% dump from 140 down to about 70, I think almost down to 70, and then you can probably see it take off again in one candle. So in my opinion, again, these ones are projects which can do 10 and 20x. The reason for it is because Alchemist AI, something again which is fucking mind-blowing, allows you to basically create games with AI at the tip of your finger, and it'll create a whole entire game completely for you. Okay, I don't want to get copyrighted for that, so I'm not going to go on that website. But long story short, you can type it in, and boom, there you go. You have a complete game that you can build. And the games ain't crazy, okay? But again, it's AI infrastructure. Now, speaking about AI infrastructure, one of the biggest things for these is obviously coding as well. You want to make sure that, okay, I can build these AIs and I can use these, but I need a rig, a coding rig to actually use this. And now we also have the open source code, so you can simply log in and build the whole entire agent. If you guys can remember from my live streams and the videos when we was talking about making the Twitter agents, you'll remember that we was using make.com and we was connecting make.com over to Twitter so we can actually run these agents. In fact, we actually built the very first AI agent on Ton, which was TCAT Terminal. Crazy that nobody speaks about this and nobody ever even supported it. Not in terms of nobody, like the community obviously supported it, but no influencers on Ton, none of the big society guys, whatever, was like, oh, boom, 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 a new narrative to obviously help us. But as you can see, non-stop, this thing was tweeting, right, when it first came out in November, right? And I'm actually going to rehash this, and now we have new AI agent codes and stuff like that, which we can use, which is less manual, like make.com and stuff like that. We're going to roll it out better. We're going to make this thing like AI, it's called AI XBT. If you haven't seen AI XBT, it's not on my list because this is like, it's just an agent. It's actually probably one of the best agents. So no, maybe we'll add it. Go on and we'll add it. It is pretty good. But if you haven't seen this one's on like 20,000 tweets. 20,000 tweets is actually ridiculous. And it's valued at 200 million. So look, you're valuing, I don't know why it's at 200 million, but yeah, you're valuing at 200 million. It's actually supposed to probably be about 16 million. But But again, this just screams to me that the infrastructure projects that people are judging the infras like meme coins. But you can see here, the amount of tweets it's done. Yeah, 32,000 posts, all automated every single day, tweeting and interacting with people and getting something crazy like 71,000 views on a post. Like this is ridiculous. Another thing, like when the initial hype comes and you have Tate with all the AI agents, everybody cares about it, and then the hype dies down. People forget about these things. Everybody continues building. The money starts going up, and everybody suddenly comes back around and misses out on it. So don't let that be you. Deep what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm showing you with these types of things, and you'll see that you're gonna have success. You're gonna get back in tune with the market, which I think a lot of people are out of tune with the market. Okay, even I was for a long time. I should have even been early to this meta. Okay, but let's get going. So we have ARC. This is the AI rig complex. You see this one again, also at 94 million, looking exactly the same as the other projects right now, right? The reason for this is because we have the Pengu launch, Pudgy Penguins, which depending on how many times you're watching this, everybody's like, oh, Pudgy, how can I get in? Not realizing that on the pre-markets, Pudgy Penguins is trading at $1 billion. The best play for you to do would have been to be buying Pudgy Penguins NFTs months ago. Now, if you're going to be coming in, you're not going to be getting the best value for an investment. Your risk to reward isn't going to be there. It's not something which you can go in with $100, $1,000, and think you're going to make a 50x or something like this, unless you're sniping it, right? Which is what most people are doing. They're going to go in there, they're going to buy $50, $100 of Pudgies, and then get dumped on by the people that get Pudgy airdrops, and then be upset, and then you're going to see Pudgy come back again, develop, get more attention while everybody forgets about it, and it rips another 5x, and everybody's already sold for a loss because it was all hyped on day one. Not realizing that day one doesn't really matter unless it's like a pump fund project and something like that, right? Day 5, day 10 is when you need to be getting in and finding your average positions if you actually do believe in it. So don't even fall for the hype that you see on Twitter. So, and this is the reason why these things are going down, because everybody's hyped about the Pudgy and they're buying all the Pudgy over narratives. But it's giving us opportunities to get in on the real narrative while most people have missed out. So you could have been buying at 150 million, but now you have the opportunity to buy at 90 or even 80 million for these. And these are projects which are going to be the ones, I'm telling you now, are going to go to 3 to 5 billion. This is AI infrastructure. This isn't meme coin pump fund. It's AI infrastructure, right? These are going to be the ones remember when we was looking at things like, when you look at AVAX, when you look at Casper, when you look at these ones, like when you look in the bigger market caps, when you look at virtuals, that's what we're looking at right now on Solana, primed, absolutely primed, right? So ARC is the open source code, which I just showed you, and it's going to be confusing for most people, but basically this is like tool sets that you can use to make your own AI agents. So you can actually build your own project. If you're a builder out there, you want to make money, launch a fucking pump fund, figure this out, build something great. And you can actually do this again with the AI rig. Now, all of these are working together, right? For example, there is something called Vfu, and Vfu, another token which is on a pullback, allows you to launch your own AI agent. Okay, so all you do is you pay it some Solana. Okay, you can create your own AI agent, and then the more Solana that you give it, the extra tools that you're actually going to get. So if you can provide it with more Sol, you'll get extra things like being able to respond inside of communities. You'll get things like being able to use a Telegram as well. You'll also get abilities like being able to respond to posts as well. So instead of having to, again, connect it with make.com, do all the complicated code, learn how to handle the Python, connect all the APIs to Twitter API, which isn't that hard. It's not rocket science. If you're watching this, you already know it. But to a new person, it's quite long, and it's quite long to do. So that was the biggest resistance. Now, you can simply launch on Vfu, pay all the Sol, and then instantly you're going to have everything that you need. And Vfu uses the other tools from the other projects. So Vfu uses the AI rig complex, right? So it works together. These are partnerships which are being created. And I think they're also looking to partner with Griffin as well. So this is what you need. You have what, in my opinion, is like the Holy Trinity, which is more than Trinity, it's like 4 or 5. You have the combination of the whole entire next phase of the narrative going from January, February, March. The tokens which are going to be getting listed on Binance, on Coinbase, on KuCoin, on Perpetuals. These are the projects which are going to do very, 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 very well. Very well over the next stage. You have to look at Arc, and then you have to look at Fartcoin and decide why is one, okay, I think this is the right Fartcoin. I like 463, no, it's not this one, it's 463 million. I think I almost hit 1 billion actually. Let's have a look. Go Fartcoin or Fart or whatever. So you have to look at this. Why is Fartcoin at 763 million, Go at 786 million, and obviously Peanut at 1.1 billion as meme coins, when the infrastructure that is going to allow normal people to build unlimited meme coins is valued in the hundreds of millions? Your infrastructure should be in the billions, and then your memes and everything like that should be in the 100 millions, with a few big meme movements being in the multi-billions as well. It's exactly the same as what we see when we look at the actual, market as a whole, right? Your biggest projects are your layer 1s and your layer 2s, right? As well as obviously stable coins, right? Your layer 1s, layer 2s, things like Ethereum, XRP, BNB, Solana, right? And then you have a few big meme coins. These are the ones which to just absolutely rip. The exchanges own most of the supply, pump it on everything, and then market make the fuck out of it. They're the ones which are going to go to like multiple billions, right? So you need your infrastructure to be up here as well in the multiple billions. And it's not there yet. Your AI infrastructure is so small right now. It's absolutely ridiculous, right? It's fucking tiny. And even right now, the volume is coming down as well. This is like the most optimal time, perfect time to get in, right? If you look at things, right, you're looking at things like Render, 4 billion, FET, 4 billion, BitTensor Tau, 4 billion. Obviously, virtuals, right? Almost 3 billion. It's about 7 days, it's up 80%, right? You're not seeing any Solana infrastructure up here. Things like KDA, right? 300 million. The KDA is still good. Don't get it twisted. I do like Cardano. But again, it just doesn't compare with what I'm seeing right now on things like Griffin, right? And you can see whales are buying these tokens as well when you use things like whale markets and stuff like that. So that should break it down to you, and I should explain to you why I do feel like these tokens are going to absolutely take off. Why I feel like Arc, the main infrastructure, is going to be $5 to $10 billion market cap. This isn't some meme dream. This is like actual real stuff. Where I feel like Griffin is also a $3 to $5 billion market cap, because it allows you to access AI at the tip of your fingers, similar to ChatGPT, using LLM, which is a language model where you can just type and it will do anything you want for crypto. I can log in and I can say, make me money please, flip money, boom, and it will flip it. And if it doesn't make money, it's my problem. I've got to make it better. And I'll just keep changing it and changing it. Eventually, the thing's going to be fucking profitable and make me rich. Simple, right? And people are going to hop on Twitter and they're going to be like, oh my God, it's working. And then people are going to be making tweets and they're going to be like, right, I'm sharing you my prompt script on Griffin that made me $100,000 this week. Comment down below. It's going to print. And this video is going to get hundreds of thousands of views, millions of views. It's going to go viral, right? Then you have things like Alc. Alc is allowing you to make games. Then you have Vfu over here. Vfu is a pumped up fund for your AI agents. So if you want to launch an AI agent, you want to launch a pumped up fund, instead of launching it on Pump and it being quite a little bit shit, and you'd be connected to make.com and you run out of credits and all that stuff there, you can just use Vfu. And then when you launch, all you have to do is fund it with Solana. You don't have to connect the APIs or do anything special. and it will automatically upgrade. And they're working with Arc. So as Arc gets bigger and better, Vfu, whatever the fuck you want to call it, gets better as well. You have Blink.Fun, which is something which I haven't really spoken about, but I don't want to make this video too long as well. But Blink.Fun, look into it. AI16Z has turned into a whole complete fucking movement, right? Teaching people about AI and developing, also probably using Arc as well. And that's at 800 million. So the maths ain't mathing over here, right? Now, one bonus I wanted to give you is actually nice. So if you're somebody right now and you're at the stage where you're like, okay, I don't have $10,000, $50,000, $100,000 to buy the big coins, Tyrell. I need the small one that I can probably still do a 10x, maybe 20x. If all of these things come in, maybe it can do even more. I actually have the coin for you. I think that is Nye. The reason why I think Nye is pretty good is it's one of the first meme coins that was actually created by Griffin. The Griffin dev wallet actually created this, and it's also followed by Griffin as well. Now, the reason why this token is down right now is because all of them are down, right? Griffin's down, Arc's down, Arc is down. But these are the main narratives right now, which again, like I said before, are losing attention because you have things like the Pudgy Penguins launch and other big launches on Solana. Those will come and they will go quiet again. That's just how the market works. It works in waves. So you want to get in on these projects before the wave comes back. Similarly to here, would you not have been happy if you bought the dip at 5 or 6 million and then it ran to 23 million? Yes, you would. So now you're at 12 million. What happens if it runs to 50 million or 100 million? You're going to be happy, right? And the risk you take is the same risk that you take on every bloody token, right? The difference is the reward that you can make. And Nye is a meme coin based on top of this whole AI narrative. And it's pretty good. It's kind of like an AI stoic type vibes. It reminds me of like this AI like Marcus Aurelius. So it looks pretty cool. It does a good job. Is it crazy tech? No, but to be honest, I only like the good tech when the charts go up, right? Nobody likes Cardano when it's going down. Cardano goes up, everybody's a maxi. Everybody forgot about XRP for years. Everybody was hating on it. Now everybody's like, XRP, the banks, I believe in it. It's all working, right? So it's the same thing. A meme isn't funny when the chart's down. It's absolutely hilarious when the chart's up, right? So with that being said, I want to leave you with one last opportunity. Now, I hinted at this when I first started this YouTube video, and I've been getting involved a lot into these narratives. I've also started to use Griffin a lot. At the same time, over the past 2 months, we've been developing Trenches AI to actually integrate AI into the trenches, trade for you. Because it's great when you have a leaderboard like this, which is crazy profitable. You can see the average return, average overall return over here is like 98%. The overall return is 59x. You can see, 12x returns, 9x returns. In fact, it's great, but it's hard to actually do, because if you start this and let's say you've got 10 Solana and you're trying to hit all of these plays, well, actually yesterday there was 60 calls. So you would have had to make 60 trades. And if you missed one, you probably would have lost everything. You would have turned out actually unprofitable because you missed the one run of the day. That run of the day could have came at 5 a.m. your time. You don't know. So you do need to have some sort of trading bot when trading crypto. You just have to, especially when you're trading meme coins on Solana. In fact, some of the biggest traders that I know, they still trade, but they also have a trading bot just in case they miss out on plays. I do the same thing. So I still trade on Bullex, for example. You see here, in fact, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I actually entered a position here into Griffin. I put like 34k in, and then I've got my chart over here as well. I actually think that it could come down again to this 200 million range, which I'm going to put in another like 35k, maybe more, if we hit these types of levels too, because I do think Griffin is going to be one of my biggest holdings. I was holding a lot of Dogecoin before. Fuck all that stuff. I think these things go really, really big, really, really big. So yeah, as you can see, these put my money where my mouth is. But while I'm trading these things, I still have a trading bot, right? And I follow some of the big wallets. So for example, like big Griffin holders, big Blink holders, stuff like that. I go through, I find the other trading bots, right? Then I'll go to, let's say, Nansen AI, and I'll categorize it and I'll see, okay, is it a trading bot? How profitable is it? What's the average players? Some of these trading bots have got like a 90% success rate, but they're just so fast. So then what I'll do is on the side, I'll use that trading bot so I don't miss out on any plays. You can see since I've recorded this video, there's been 10 plays. People are buying QSR. This one's doing pretty well. I think I actually have a bag of this. Where am I in from? I'm in from like 100K, run up to 9, back on my entry, right? Then I haven't bought any MS2. But you see, these coins are coming out. And if I had a bot, I would have been in and out, right? But I'm recording a YouTube video. It is what it is. It's only $42, right? But the point I'm making is you need both of these to work. But it's hard to do that. It's hard to find the wallets. It's hard to manage the trades. It's confusing to sometimes look at Bullex. You know, maybe you have a 9-to-5 job, whatever. It's hard. Even if you just use Griffin, right? You might not be the best prompt engineer. You might not actually be the best at looking at the data, scraping analytics, comparing what's a good narrative, what's a bad narrative. If you just ask it to get you rich, probably not going to work. You still have to work with it. So what we decided to do is we decided to build Trenches AI. And what Trenches AI is going to allow you to do is, one, copy trade successful wallets, right? You can submit your Solana and you can be able to copy trade any wallet that is highly profitable. We find the wallets, we use AI, we scrape the pump funds, we connect it to Nansen, we find what wallets make money. We're going to replicate them wallets. We're going to optimize things like, what people forget, the gas fees, right? We're going to optimize things like what people forget, the slippage, right? Eventually, we'll even get fucking Solana nodes so we can move even faster. We're also going to work on creating an AI agent with Griffin. Okay, so I'm not too sure how Griffin works yet. Okay, in terms of like creating partnerships and stuff like that with them. I seen that they wanted to create the Citadel. It was a bit of a joke, meme. People even made pump funds about it. But I think it's a good idea. I think the Citadel is a good idea. And we want to submit our data to Griffin. So what we're going to do is this. One, we've already built a Griffin agent and we're going to be back testing it and making it profitable. We have a full-time prompt engineer of what we was already doing 2 months ago, because we was already building this type of thing, and I'll show you guys the code in another video, right? Probably post it on the Twitter. Then you're going to be allowed and able to copy trade that wallet, and the calls that that wallet makes is going to be automatically posted on Twitter, and it's also going to be posted inside of the trenches as well. On our roadmap, once we finish off the code, we're going to release a whole entire platform where all you have to do is stake your Solana, and then we let the AI trade for you. So Trenches AI is going to be absolutely massive for those people that want to get involved. And also, we're going to have a coin associated with it as well. When we look at the AI agents like AIXBT, and we look at the market cap of these, as you can see, the market cap of AIXBT is actually crazy, right? I think it's like 16 million that was going through earlier, right? Then we see things like AI16Z, which is more of a movement, but the market cap of it is 843 million, right? So these AI agents can do pretty well. But the issue is, between the AI agents that are successful and the ones that fail, is two things. Number one is actually having a community, which you guys already know, we build the best communities. And number two is actually doing something beneficial. And I think having an AI agent that is inside of the trenches, is going to trade forever, is connected to ChatGPT and LLMs, and is just constantly working to the back-tested data to get better and optimize and find new narratives, and it's connected to fucking Twitter to find out what the best tweets are and what the best alpha shillers are, maybe even scans the best alpha shillers to see who has the best ROI. There's already projects out there that do that. You just connect the API and you've got it. That's powerful. That's the type of stuff that we need in these trenches right now. It kind of reminds me as the old era of finance. If you look at the old era of finance and the, let's say, the early stock market, right? There was different phases to how the early stock market worked. The earliest stock market was like this, right? Originally, it was literally slave trading. That's what the original stock market was. You come up, you'd have your slaves or whatever, and you swap it. That's why it was stock. Live stock was actually what it was. Same thing with Wall Street. Then it went into an actual office where you was trading shares in companies. You'd go in with your paper and you'd be like, blah, 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 blah. Then what happened is we came up with computers, right? And then it all became online. It all came, it is online Wall Street, right? And we're on there bidding it up, computers everywhere, screens, da 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 da. And guess what people started to do? They was like, what if I actually connected an AI to trade on the stock market? People were like, wow, yeah, it might be profitable. And then they started to have AIs trading on the stock market, making money. And then it became the AI versus the AI. And then it became quantum computing, right? And then if you look at BlackRock even have their thing called like the Oracle or whatever, which scans everything, right? And just dwarfs everybody. Do you not think that's coming to meme coins? Do you not look at these AI agents? Look at the infrastructure that is being built. Look at the things like the MEV bots, which we've already been seeing, which have been sweeping up the market. Look at the things like the trading bots right now, which have already been sweeping up the market. And think, what happens if we connect a trading bot with an AI agent? How big do you think that's going to be? I think very big. And I personally think that's the next phase of the market. You don't have to take my word for it. I've only invested into over 100 different companies in crypto. And some of them being the future, the fucking technology what people speak about right now. So with that being said, I think this is the next narrative. I think this is the next move. And we're going to be building this with you guys inside of the trenches. So if you do want to learn about the trenches, link for that's inside of the description. I'm also going to be going over and keeping people up to date with all the different AI narratives and all the different things that are going on. And you can also follow us on Twitter as well at Trenches AI to be the first to be updated whenever we drop new calls, new projects, whatever investments that we make and trades that we make as well. And also being updated with the code. I know you guys might think, oh, random, blah, 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 seen it all before, stuff like that. But I can assure you, we've been building this for a long time, which is so perfect, and we have the code to show. So I'm looking forward to showing that and expressing that all on the Twitter for Trenches AI as well, and all for the fan base. So with that being said, I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. You now should be on track and up to date with the narrative, the crazy, crazy narrative, which is AI. And check out this video if you want to learn more.